What's up, sports fans? Are you looking for a job? Do you want to change in careers? Do you want to own your own business? I got the answer for you. This show is brought to you by FleetTex. FleetTex is partnering with veterans with mechanical or electronic experience. FleetTex specializes in on-site deployment of GPS tracking equipment and cameras for fleet vehicles across our nation. Check out what they do at www.fleettex.com. Apply today. Currently targeting veterans living in Michigan, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. Local work and travel opportunities may be available in other areas. FleetTex proudly supports our military, its service members, our veterans, and their families. Enjoy the show. What's up, fight fans? Gruntworks Nation, Veteran Trash Talkers. We are here. We're drinking bourbon. We're recording. Some people are drinking IPAs because they're in Washington or whatever. I don't know what that
I don't do IPAs.
I got sparkling water.
What is that?
I got sparkling water.
What is that?
This is Highway 16.
There you go.
Yeah,
Blonde
really
ale. Ooh, a blonde ale. Nice. I like it.
You're out of your element, Donnie. This is blackberry.
But anyways, we
sparkling
have to
water.
record today. Today's a Thursday. So obviously check in on these guys' Facebook pages, i.e. Send a 7 or VTT's Triggered Joe. If they change any of their picks because of the weigh-ins or whatever, just make sure you check out their pages and then you can gamble away. All right. The disclaimer, like always, if you don't have money, don't gamble. All right. We don't promote any type of problem except for drinking. But even then, if you got a problem with drinking, don't drink. All right. It's that simple. All right. Just take ownership of your demons and manage it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Big shout out to our sponsor, FleetTex. All right. You heard them in the intro before the show. Seriously, if you need a job and you have skills in automotive stuff or electrical stuff, give them a call. All right. Go to FleetTex. I think there's a dash in between the fleet and the tex. Go to fleettex.com and go get hired. All right, he's trying to hire veterans. What's up, sweetie? How you doing? All right, so with us tonight, we got Triggered Joe Britson and Bill Send It 7 Pearson, who in his background, you can see that it's the Gold Star Teen Adventures logo, which she'll give a plug at the end of the show. And behind the Big Earl, all right, is 10th Mountain Bourbon. Put in the code VTT, get yourself a discount. All right, and then let's not start the fights yet. The reason we're going tonight and then releasing this, you're probably watching it sometime Friday, is that Joe and I, buddy, we're going on tour tomorrow. All right, we'll be in Bloomington, Illinois on Saturday. If you can get there, please show up. All right, for the Ultimate Sacrifices Warrior Ride. You got Kyle. He's already in Illinois. All right, he's killing it. All right, so he's riding a pedal bike 3,700 miles. Just donate $1 per mile. 37.
Listen,
yeah,
buddy almost had me pull over the car telling me this guy's story. I honestly, I got the Cliff Notes, and I can't wait to meet this guy that's riding this bike because his story is everything from top of the mountain to the bottom. Sad, inspiring, hilarious. It's incredible. It's one of the greatest stories I've heard. And I literally can't wait to meet the guy after talking to Buddy for 5 minutes. And, that's coming from Green Beret, seen plenty of stories, and Buddy told me, he said, dude, it's incredible. It's one of the top 5 stories I've ever heard in my life. He said, I was almost in tears. And he's like, your emotional ass will be in tears when you see it. So I was like, I probably will. But no,
I'll probably make fun of him and get punched in the face. So.
Sure. Yeah, something.
But now, hey, check out our page, Veteran Trash Talk. Check out Gruntworks. It's all over there. If everybody at Gruntworks gives $1, if everybody at Veteran Trash Talk gives $1, we're gonna make a lot of Gold Star families happy. We're gonna send veterans through the organization SOBA, all right, which is a mental health organization. They want to send 2 veterans a month. All right, that's their goal for the rest of their lives. Okay, organization wants to send 2 veterans a month forever. All right, and if they can send them there and they get some help, then we tried. We did our best. All right, so just give up $1. We're asking for 37, $1 per mile. 30. Oh my God, crazy. Penny per mile. So excuse me, penny per mile. And
I have no problem asking for money for this cause.
No,
none. I mean,
absolutely not.
It's not. It pitches itself. Like, look, if you can help and you can pitch in a hand, you couldn't put your money in better places, legitimately.
Yeah.
We vet everybody that we come in contact with, and these guys are the real freaking deal, and they will actually make a dent, whether it's huge or whether it's astronomical is up to us.
Yeah, and we tell you guys not to buy our shirts sometimes. You know, like if you're gonna get all fucking triggered over the Ghost of Kiev, don't buy it. Right? We don't care. All right. We're not trying to make a shit ton of money on shirts. I mean, it would be cool if we did, but it's literally just swag for our show. All right. So like
it's also an extra large that fits me like a schmedium, so it makes me feel good about myself.
You've been wearing mediums for a long time. All right, but
I've never even know. I don't even know how to spell medium.
Remember we said to Brandon, who was popping those little pink pills in Iraq? I don't know what those were, but it's like, hey, are you getting smaller? And then god, he'd be in the gym for like 6 hours.
How about when old Juan Perez saw him?
Oh yeah.
And he goes, dude, you are fat. Yeah. And just walked out of the room, and I was like, oh, he has no idea who he just said that to. That will live in his head in infamy until he drops 20 pounds. Probably still there. Yeah. Oh God.
He probably flogs himself at nighttime when he eats when he has a bad diet day. He probably flogs himself and just has that voice going through his head. But all right, let's get into the fights. Let's get after this here. All right. So remember, you guys have no choice but to stick around. And if you're listening, just stick around to the end or fast forward to the end. Doesn't bother us any. All right. We got a flyweight fight, and then you got Jake Hadley at 8-0. Versus Alan Naga, who's not going to win at 18-6. I'm going Hadley, first round KO. All right, let's start with the champ. Bill, send it 7. Pearson, what do you got in the first fight?
First of all, again, like Joe said, like Nick said, pay attention to Send it 7's page after the weigh-ins. I'm probably going to make some tweaks to the parlays and the locks. I'll be posting those along with my parlays Friday night and Saturday morning. But for this first show, Hadley, he's making a run. He's super young. I think this might be his first fight in the UFC, not counting the Contender Series. Nascimento he's a tough dude. He's kind of a stepping stone, but he's taken a lot of quality dudes to split decisions. He's definitely not the guy you want as your first fight, which is why I'm taking Nascimento in a decision.
Nice.
I think Hadley's good. I think he's going to be something. I think this might be a little bit too big of a bite for your first fight. I think Nascimento is just too crafty, and he's been in the ring with better guys and taken them to splits. For a young pup who's been pumped up in his head because he came off a Contender Series win. So I'm going with Nascimento in a decision.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I have been picking up. So those of you watching, the Big Earl doesn't pay any attention to the fights, right? I just bet what these guys tell me to bet, and I usually do pretty well. And except when Joe, like I said, when Joe has those little weird bets in there, like who's going to score 16 points in the third quarter, and we hit 9 out of 10 except for that one. But either way.
The worst fight in UFC history.
Free throw was rigged.
Yeah, that free throw was rigged. But I have been picking up on that. These stepping stone fights.
Hey, ladies, last week, thanks a lot, by the way. I really appreciate that.
Worst fight in MMA history.
Gross.
Horrible. Yeah. You did nothing to help your career in that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
But just keep that in mind when these guys are coming up and big. They usually put somebody in there. I picked up on this, was listening to these guys talking, and that's what kind of Bill's saying is that these guys ain't no slouches that they have to beat to get their name made. So it's definitely possible. Trigger Joe, what say you?
I
don't know, Joe. That's why I asked you.
This is a very tough fight to call.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the reason why is because Hadley, I don't know the level of competition he was fighting at before the UFC. I haven't really vetted it, to be perfectly honest with you, but I just know it wasn't UFC. He had a sub in his Contender Series win. So if he thinks that he's going to go to the ground with Nascimento and control him, I think that's a bad freaking idea, man. 14 of Nascimento's 18 wins are subs. He's a very dangerous guy, as Bill says. He's hard to finish. He hasn't been KO'd. So I actually have Nascimento catching him sub second round.
There you go.
And I think it's I'm going to call an Oma Plaza.
And to put it in perspective, Joe,
That's real.
Nascimeno's last fight was Ulanbekov, and he took him to a split decision. So
Exactly.
you're not just going to roll over him. Nascimeno's, I mean, he's 2 for 4.
And if you think you're going to play on the ground with him, you're playing with fire.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Hadley's
fight
a wrestler.
fans. There you have it, fight fans, for the first one. And the reason why we're not live and the reason why you're not seeing any fight cards up here is because Muffin Fingers is playing pool, which I guess that's where he's wearing floaties again, because we would call it billiards. All right. Anyways, we got a lightweight fight next.
Playing with his paychecks, what he's doing. So
Yeah.
he better bring home some bacon.
Exactly. So you
This
got
tournament.
Frank Camacho at 22-9 in this lightweight fight versus Manuel Torres at 12-2. Now, those of you who don't know this, but Camacho was actually a porn star, a wrestling star, and the president of the United States. So I'm going to go Camacho by Tamale Strike, second round. Joe, what say you?
Yeah, I got I went back and forth on this one just because of Camacho and the talent he possesses, but I don't trust his chin whatsoever. I think Torres gets it done. I actually got Torres by a second round KO. I don't know how much of a metric this is based on, but it says he fires 11.5 strikes per minute, lands. That's insane. I've never seen one that high. And then Camacho's at 6.6. So these guys are throwing absolute, volume like it's just blurry hands. So I think somebody's getting knocked out. And in that case, I like Torres. I don't trust Camacho's chin. So I got Torres second round KO.
Very nice. Very nice. Bill, what say you?
Close with Joe. We differ just a little bit. I got Torres doing a first round finish. Like Joe said, Camacho's chin's just not there. Camacho's lost 4 of his last 5, and 3 of those 4 were being finished. Camacho he's going to come out trying to bang it out pretty quick, fast and furious, but I think Torres is going to take him out. Torres is a local boy to you, Nick. He's from Chihuahua.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's a Chihuahua boy.
Nice.
So,
yeah, right around the corner over here. Right, he's hop, skip, and jump over the wall. So.
Yeah, and he's had a great career in the Mexican circuit. He had a great win on the Contender Series, and Camacho, he just gets finished. He doesn't have a lot of decision losses. He's got 1 submission loss, and all the rest he's been put to sleep with strikes. So I got Torres, and with a late round TKO.
Hey, I'm gonna say this because I just came from El Paso, and I swear to God, I should have visited Texas way sooner. I have never been treated so good for being a veteran anywhere else in the country. It was actually quite humbling. Giant Hispanic community. And I'm going to say it because it matters. The fact that he's Mexican makes me think that he's tougher anyways. And I'm telling you that before everybody got so sensitive,
they fight with a different heart.
That used to be a badge of honor that a Mexican fighter was going to go to war in there. And it's like saying he's tougher because he's Mexican. It's like people are like, ooh, are you sure? It's like, dude, lose my number. Okay. Because you obviously never watched Julio Cesar Chavez or any of the other great Mexican fighters that made a name for that badge of honor. So yeah, the fact that he's Mexican and a local boy out there makes me root for him even harder. And everybody I've watched or everybody I've talked to has Torres finishing him in this fight.
There you have it. Hey, and if Drew Dauber's listening, all right.
The Dobes. We'll call them the Dobes if nobody else does.
The Dobes, if you're listening, all right, it's your turn next. Come on the show and challenge these experts. So hope that you follow through on that message that you said. It'd be awesome to have you on here. We'd be
also another extremely humble and hospitable dude, and was cool enough to sit and talk to me for about 5-10 minutes when he was getting hounded in Vegas.
And he's got wins over some people on this card. So
that's awesome.
Bro, you're coming out here with some serious fans, man.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump right to the next one. And we got a women's flyweight fight, which Bill's already fallen asleep. And you got Caitlin Chukagian at 17-4 versus Amanda Ribas at 11-2. All right. This one was pretty simple for me because I don't go against the name that's on my arm. All right. Caitlin is going to win by decision. Bill, what say you?
Absolutely. Caitlin Chukagian wins fights in the most boring fashion manageable, but she's going to win it. It'll be a decision. Ribas is better on the ground than she is by far, but Chukagian is a super long fighter, and that's how she wins her fights. She jabs and uses a front kick a lot, but then again, at least she throws them, unlike Rose and freaking Esparza. But Chukagian's going to come out here. She's going to throw 5,000 jabs and a bunch of front kicks. Be real loud when she throws every one of them, and she's going to win by a boring ass decision.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be a super boring fight. Not as boring as Rose and Esparza. That was again.
They're going to catch some heat for that.
Everybody should got half their pay-per-view money back for that fight.
I have been watching MMA a very long time. That is by far the worst fight I've ever watched in my life. Anyway,
and we lost money on it.
Caitlin Chukagian by decision.
Big money. Thanks, Rose.
Chukagian by decision. Joe, what say you?
That's twice you burned us now, Rose. You burned us when you kicked Waylay's head off.
You didn't burn me when I called that one exactly how it happened.
Dave made out.
She shut
Tanner made out on that one.
Shut down a pretty big parlay for us. But
Dave went with Esparza and won money, so good for him.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go with Caitlin. You can't get in there. Sorry, I just said the name just reminded me of it. Saying. Anyways,
he's not the best color man in radio for nothing, people.
Yeah, you can't get in there. Yeah, exactly the same. The height advantage and the volume. And Ribas is kind of a sub or die type of girl. And you know what nobody talks about is the fact that Chukagian's got she's no slouch when it comes to her takedown defense. She's actually not that easy to take down. She's going to be much bigger. I think if she gets a decent sprawl on Ribas, she's going to stay on her feet. She's going to keep it there for the majority of the fight. I've got several parlays, but all of them have Caitlin Chukagian or this fight going all 3 rounds. So I got Chukagian decision. And that'll be one of my locks.
Awesome. There you have it. All right. Before we get into the last 3 fights of the night, again, fleettext.com. All right. FLEET-text.com. Or is it Fleet Tech or Fleet Tex?
Fleet Tech.
Fleet Tech. Sorry. No S. All right. So TECH.com. Again, they hire veterans. They want to hire veterans, and they do it in an entrepreneurial
They are fleet
role.
technicians, though.
Yes.
So you could put that S on there in description.
Yeah. So if you need a job, and again, what are the areas they're hiring in? You got Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, North Carolina. Okay, and they have spots all around the country for remote positions. So get on fleettech.com and go get yourself a job. All right, start turning it around a little bit and build yourself a career. That's what they're offering.
Ryan, who owns this place, will fly veterans out to where he's at and put them on site with him and train them before he turns them loose and foot the bill. So he makes sure guys are trained and taken care of. Really loves his veterans, and I know the dude personally have my whole life. So I absolutely would love it if he. Yeah, I would absolutely love it if we could pick him up, guys, because he wants them bad and he wants them to be vets. So.
Very awesome. All right. So there it is. Fleettech.com. Get there. All right. Get a job. All right. They're hiring right now. And with the economy the way it is, go get it. All right. Oh, man. When I saw this fight, I didn't know what to do. All right. I was like, I had all kinds of triggers, biases hitting. It's a bantamweight fight. These dudes weigh 135 pounds. What?
Right leg.
What?
Nascimento weighs in at 125.
All right. Well, I didn't pay attention to that one because these names caught me. All right. I had Davy Grant?
Grant.
At 13-6 versus Luis Smolka at 17. You can't get any more 2 names of somebody who is 130 pounds, right? Like these guys are in the bar just pissing you off. All right. And you don't fight them because you think they're children.
And they say, hey, I'm Davey. Hey, I'm Louise.
Right.
And it's like, I'm going to win this fight.
Yeah. So I don't care about this fight. I'm not going to pick this fight. It's not happening. So
I haven't been 135 pounds in 6th grade.
Let's just go right.
Maybe 4th grade.
Let's just go right to Joe. I'm done with this fight. I hate it. Joe, what do you got?
Yeah, I got Davy Grant in this one all the way.
You would.
As a matter of fact, I've seen it called this way, and Oh man, I want to say he finished him. I'll go with him. I'll say Davy Grant. Third round TKO.
Nice, Bill. What say you?
Oh, hold on. Thank you, John. All right, beer delivery. Sorry.
Oh, what a great woman.
Little Kona for Nick.
There you go. There you go. Aloha.
No, actually, if you look at my card right here, I had Davy Grant, third round TKO.
Ring the bell, Chris. Oh wait, never mind. Chris isn't here. It sucked. Yeah.
He's playing billiards.
Here's why. Both these guys are not great fighters. However, if you look at Smolka's record, he likes to come out in the first round, and he loves to get either win in the first minute or get rocked. And here's the thing with Davy Grant. He's got a chin. A lot of his losses are decisions, and a lot of his wins come in that third round. So because of that, I think he's just going to get Smolka tired because he's not used to Davy's toughness and Davy's cardio. He's got the cardio. So I think I got Davy Grant taking him into the third round, and that's where he's going to take him out. So I got Davy Grant by third round TKO. I might put this in a parlay. I'm still undecided as of right now, but I think Davy Grant's actually the heaviest favorite on this card with like a minus 350.
Well, Maximoff is in the first fight, I believe.
Yep. That's true. Maximoff is another heavy favorite.
Wasn't he? It was a main card a couple of months ago, wasn't he?
Bill and I called him on an upset. Now he's ridiculously overrated.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Davy Grant third round TKO.
All right, awesome. All right, let's go to the next one. The co-main. We got a light heavyweight fight. Now this is
With
what
your
I'm talking
favorite?
about. Yeah, you got. Oh yeah, with my favorite.
It's your
fighter.
boy.
So let's go with Ryan Spann, right, at 19-7 versus Cute Labia. All right, this is Nick Packard's boy from NP Connect. He's coming in at 16-6. All
He's
right.
from Moldova.
Yeah, and his name is Cute Labia.
He comes from Moldova.
And Cute
Everyone
Labia,
smells
all
like
six-
soup.
All 16 of his wins were by the same finish, and it was by the taint punch. So Cute Labia, taint punch, first round. Nobody sees it coming, even though it's happened 16 times. And I got him first round taint punch. Trigger Joe, what say you?
Oh, I think
Was it Bill's turn? I've already had too much
you know what?
bourbon.
I think it might be Bill's turn, but
It
I'm
is
sure
Bill's
we
turn.
probably got the
Sure,
same
I
guy.
screwed up. As you were, I screwed up. Bill, what say you?
I'm pretty sure I caught it also, but anyways,
What happened? So
I'll hit the button.
Yeah.
I'll hit the button.
Let me break it down Barney style.
Let me break
I had
down
to
Barney
do that.
style, Joe. I
That
screwed
hurt
up the
me
order.
more than it
I
hurt
screwed
you.
up
I
the
had
order.
to do that.
Yeah.
I had to do it. All right.
You want me to take this one?
Yeah, take it. Take
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's you, Bill.
Otherwise,
We got dead
I'll
air.
get
Somebody
OCD
help us,
and
help
lose
us,
my
help us.
shit.
So the next two fights took me a while. They're still close. I went with Spann on this one.
Yeah.
And Spann is also my DraftKings sleeper.
Oh man.
Just looking at Kudalaba's losses and looking at Spann's wins and losses, I think Spann just has that slight edge. And I think Kudalaba I think Onkolov might have changed him a little bit and exposed. I don't want to say changed him. Like Gagey changed Ferguson, and now Chandler permanently changed Ferguson. I think Onkolov just exposed Kudalaba a little bit to Spann's advantage. So I got Spann winning by TKO. I'm not sure by which round. I'm going to go with second round. I think they'll feel each other out a little bit. But I got Spann second round TKO. And I think Spann probably learned a lot from that Anthony Smith fight. I could be wrong on this fight. Don't get me. But I got Spann, who's also my DraftKings sleeper, which I'll go into later. I got Spann second round TKO.
Very nice, very nice. And hey, by the way, Muffin Fingers isn't here, so if you're listening, Muffin Fingers, I still need that thumbnail with Fleet Text because their sponsor is paying us, and we can put it out on the page. All right, so that I can, say, hey, go get a job, you degenerates. All right, so waiting for Muffin Fingers to fix
It's
that.
tough love. It's
Yeah.
tough love.
All right,
boys.
Trigger Joe, what you got?
You know
You
this.
may go now.
Yeah. Just
Wait, never
no.
mind. Stop. No.
All right.
Go back.
Yeah, we do disagree on this one. We do.
Uh-oh,
And
could be a pointer here.
I think the fact that he took Jacoby the distance, smashed Devin Clark's face in. I think Devin Clark is kind of like Ryan Spann light. Ryan Spann, but not quite the ability. And
there, Joe was about to have a huge point, and it went bye-bye. Okay, so when Joe figures this out, I think he's going cute labia, right?
Yeah.
All right, so he's gonna go cute labia, and I'm
everything
sure he
just
had
froze.
about
Okay,
7
you got me now.
reasons why.
He's back.
So you were about to give us a super in-depth
Fault. Okay.
take
You
on
talked
it.
about
Okay.
you talked about span light.
Okay.
Then you
Span
froze.
light.
Yeah, I was basically saying like
Don't get mad at
Devin
us,
Clark's
you're-
kind of
that
like a
sucks.
Ryan Spann.
You're mad at your father, not at me. All right, so. All right. So, anyways, Joe's gonna have a heart attack here, and he's gonna get all pissy.
No,
Did you hear what I said? You're mad at your father, not at me.
I heard you.
Okay.
I heard you. All right,
You're
I
mad
got
at your internet,
Keith
Joe, not
Lava.
at me.
All right, I got Keith Lava. All right, can you hear me there?
And here's what I'll tell the people that if all the people that bet on our picks, Joe was absolutely, I would say we're both 50-50 on this fight, to be honest with you. I am not going to put this in any of my parlays. This fight could go either way. I think they're kind of equal fighters, and all of Joe's points are absolutely valid and great points. So if you're making your parlays and you really want to win, I would leave this fight out of them. That's just me. I'll talk about my parlays later, obviously, but the Spann Kudalaba fight is one of those fights I'll leave out of a parlay because I'm not that confident in either one of them to put it in a parlay.
So Joe put his mic on mute because he's cussing right now. Doesn't want everybody to hear it. Anyways, right now, I don't know if he's like doing like a Ouija board or something to try to get his internet back on, but that's about what it's take an active God. All right. So he's in Detroit. They have no water. All right. They got no jobs.
That Flint water.
They got that Flint water, and he's off the screen now. Okay. So, all right. He might come back on, but if he doesn't, the show will probably be over. Okay. Let's go to the main event. And now it's me versus Bill. Who, by the way, the only time we bet a point was on the Rose Wang fight or whatever, and I won that one, so I'm up 1-0.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, all right, but I have a feeling I'm going to win a point on this one. All right, I'm going to go with this light heavyweight main event. All right, Joe's coming back on, so the light heavyweight main event, and you got Blachowicz at 28-9 versus Alexander Rakic. Rakic. All right, at 14-2. Now, this is tailor-made setup for the Big Earl, right? The Big Earl here, there's no doubt about who he's picking. All right. The Big Earl's going with Blachowicz with the old man slam in the second round. Now, this guy's carrying what? 20 more fights than the other guy?
Yep.
And 9 more years of age. He has 9 more years of getting punched in the face, which you guys will probably use as a knock on him, but he's just gonna old man slam him. I mean, it's not gonna be pretty. All right. Rakic is probably gonna retire after this fight. So, Bill, what say you?
I'm so glad you have to pick this first, Bill. I'm so glad you have to pick this first, Bill.
Yeah, me too, because you
right,
were here.
Hey, listen, by the way, I got Keith Lava by second round TKO. All right. Nice. And if Bill wants to do a point for it, I think we should.
You guys don't get to choose that shit anymore.
Oh, all right. That's fair enough.
So for this fight, I can tell everybody that's fans of the show that I hated picking this fight the most out of all of these.
Because you knew what's gonna happen. Yeah. Old man slam, baby. Let's go.
Let me do the old military bluff. Bottom line up front, I'm going with Blachowicz. I think Rakic is a future severe contender for the belt. I think he's a nasty fighter, and I just think he's got a little bit further to go to be at Jan's level. And I think Jan has fought the better fighters up to this point. And I think he's probably still a little mad over that Glover ass whooping he got. He realized his ground game compared to someone of the Glover status is not where it needs to be.
That was probably the weakest defense of a belt I've ever seen.
I would
argue
argue
choke up.
I would argue Rose Namajunas is the weakest defense of the belt I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, just with Glover,
What
did we
I
say?
get what
We
you're
said
saying,
Glover by
Joe.
sub, right? So he.
No, I absolutely agree with what you're saying, but I'm still fucking
Little
Yeah,
trigger.
hurt over Rose.
Little trigger.
Oh yeah, that killed every parlay I had. Rose losing.
So I'm gonna go with Jan. I'm gonna go with all the Rockets losses so far have been decisions. I mean, all two of them. I think Jan's probably the hardest hitter he's probably fought up to this point. So I'm gonna go with Jan. The early third round TKO. I just think experience and strength is on Jan's side. So I'm gonna go with Jan Blachowicz, third round TKO.
Very nice. Joe, what
But
say you?
hate this fight. I hate betting this fight.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's tough. It's, when you weigh it out as, who does this fight mean more to? That's a tough question. Okay, because Jan's 38, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He loses this fight. It's definitely his last main event until he goes on a 2-fight win streak.
Absolutely.
It's his last chance at a title till he goes on a 3-fight win streak. I mean, the level of competition is one thing. Another thing is he's been 5 rounds. When was Rockets 5 rounds? When was Rockets 5? He was once.
I think
Anthony Smith?
I think he had one fight that was 5 rounds. I think.
Okay.
2017
So
in Las Vegas.
Oh, man. It's tough
I have no
because
idea.
Rockets is gonna stay on the outside and try and calf kick the shit out of him. And Jan's gonna want to get inside. And dude, I think Jan's too much. I think Jan's a little bit nastier. Rockets strikes me as a bit of a pretty boy.
Actually,
really
Rockets
get
hasn't
ugly.
gone 5 rounds. He's only done 3-round
Okay.
fights.
He hasn't really got like ugly and nasty and bloody in a fight. Jan's done all these things. And he's got that Polish power. That's no joke. He really hits like a freight train. I don't think
It's like a
Rockets'
kielbasa.
I don't think Rockets' chin can take it if he gets inside on him. And I'm going to agree with Bill and say that Jan TKO's Rockets in the 4th.
Nice.
Like it.
So we got a point on this fight card, which could bring the lead down to 2, which those of you who aren't tracking, the infantry scored one a couple weeks ago.
They did.
And so it's 2-1. All right. The king of battle is still in the lead. So, but they've been in the lead for a very, very long time. So, but it just takes one in the army. It's only as good as your last 5 minutes. All right. So let's get to the hot stuff, and we're going to stay with Trigger Joe first. Let's go with your locks, your DraftKings sleeper, and the parlays.
Bill is gonna say I'm nuts for this, but man, I'm telling you, my DraftKings sleeper, and I promise you there'll be a hype video if I hit this one. My DraftKings sleeper is Petrosky. He's fighting Nick Maximoff. Maximoff beat Punielli Soriano. I haven't seen Soriano do anything that impressed me. I think he was highly overrated. And that was a close decision. Maximoff won over him. It wasn't like a rout. Petrosky is nasty. And there's only one way I'm betting this fight, and that is if I'm betting on Petrosky, I'm just not paying that much. Petrosky's a plus 300 underdog right now. So he pays back big.
What's his KO at? That's probably a good one.
What's his what?
To
The
KO
difference
somebody.
is, I said the Maximoff wins
I
decisions.
didn't
all
check that,
Petrosky's
but-
wins have been finishes too.
Yeah. So I think, if you parlay him parlay him to finish, you know, it's a big payday if you hit. And it's really, look, Maximov is undefeated. Petrosky's 9-1. Okay, so he's no slouch. So, anyways, that's my DraftKings sleeper. Don't say I didn't warn you. But God, the undercard is really tough. But I got Toro over Candelario that's the start of my parlay. And I'll just roll through my parlay now because I already went through it. I got Andrea Lee and Vivian Araujo going the distance. Same thing.
Yeah.
We got same Z's again.
I got Tara and Andrea Lee in my parlay.
Okay, so Andrea Lee going the distance with Vivian Araujo. Then I got Davy Grant by finish. Okay, I had to get cute on this one because there's not a lot of really good fights that I like.
You ain't been cute in years.
What are you talking about? Look at this thing. Have you ever seen? Anyways,
you're gonna go that's cute.
I got I got Manuel Torres. And then I'm not really messing with the main event just because it could go the other way, but I am putting Kuchalaba in there. So my locks, and Chukagian, I'm sorry. My locks are Caitlin Chukagian. And God, I really don't feel comfortable about a whole lot of fights locking them up. But my other lock would be, if you parlay Chukagian and Amanda Ribas to go the distance, it's going to be long money, but that's another lock. That fight's there's nobody getting finished there. Michael Johnson is just too risky of a play to mess with, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, that's really, I'm only giving you one lock this week because it's such a tricky card to play.
Sometimes you got to do that though. All right, keeps the validity of the situation intact. So Trigger Joe's gone again. Bill, give us your locks, your parlays, and your DraftKings sleeper.
All right, I'm going to be honest with you. You're about to hear a lot of the same shit. My locks.
Did you hear that, Joey? Called all your picks shit. But anyways, go
ahead. So here are my locks. I got.
We talked about this, Bill.
So I got Chukagian and Torres as my locks. Let me start from prelims up. Japanese fighter Tara, I got him. Andrea Lee. Although the difference Joe and I have, I think Andrea Lee might submit Araujo. But take her money line, Andrea Lee money line, Tara money line. Ribas versus Angela Hill. Take the over on that one. That is definitely going to go to the decision. Then as you want to move up to the main card, do Torres, Chukagian, Davy Grant, and I have Span as my DraftKings sleeper. But my parlay will be Grant, Chukagian, Torres, Andrea Lee, Tara, Ribas, and Hill on the over.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Again, we will be in St. Louis tomorrow, driving to Bloomington Saturday morning. If you can make it to Bloomington, Illinois, Buddy and I's fifth principle of patrolling podcast will be emceeing the Warrior Ride. All right. And we're going to try to raise as much money as we can. So please just give $1. All right. If everybody just gives $1, the mission is a success. And we're going to start taking care of families for a long, long time. All right. So let's do it. And then the Trash Talk Hour will have 3 of us on the same stage. Now get this. I haven't seen Buddy Beckwith in person in a long time. So it's gonna be awesome to hang out with him again. And I'm sure there will be some wild things being said in the Trash Talk Hour by the time that thing airs after what we're doing there. But anyways, it was a pleasure having you guys listening. Remember, go to fleettex.com. All right, fleettech.com, excuse me, and put in your application, get hired. All right, he wants to hire veterans. Just do it. And then 10th Mountain Bourbon, all right, put in the code VTT, get yourself a discount. All right, Bill, last word.
Again, everybody, as you see behind me, this is the symbol for Gold Star Teen Adventures. We're about to hit spring, summertime, which is the best time for these kids. Again, Gold Star Teen Adventures, all money goes towards taking kids of our fallen brothers and sisters. They take them on deep sea scuba trips, hunting trips, just little adventure quest trips. All it is get all these Gold Star kids together, remind them that they're not alone and that we all still care about them. Active duty colonel runs the former third group guy, runs the program. outstanding program, constantly wins awards for having the most money that goes directly to the charity. So please go out there, donate Gold Star Teen Adventures.
Hey, when's he coming on the show? Because we've only given him about like $6,000. So
I mean, that's true, but I bet you I can get him on the show, but active duty brigade commander, you know how it
that's
works.
easy. That's easy. We'll treat it with white gloves, baby. So, but anyways, all right. Hey, thanks for listening, and we'll see you live on Saturday, and we will be live most likely next Friday with our fight picks for next week. All right, guys, keep it classy, San Diego.